Do you and your husband, or do you and your wife put your money on the same table in the budget? How do you go about that one? Please let me know. Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. So today we are budgeting together. I've been struggling, you guys, with tracking my finances. Hey, and I don't want any haphazard use of money. I don't know who is like me. I always love to keep track of what is really happening. But this year, I can say I was 100% on budgeting. Of course, I was using my old model diary that is going out now, because I bought this one, the small one. I want a really manageable diary to keep my finances. So I have a small book that I love. I bought it $2 and I'm loving it. And to keep I'm using this budget binder that I got from one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So yeah, I'm still loving it. And yeah, today we are using bond papers. I'm not going to use my laptop because I really want to get things done. And let me tell you that I've managed to identify my needs and my wants. So I've been reflecting on how I was doing in 2024 from January. I managed to understand that I'm able to budget, but tracking the money, I was doing it here and there, not perfectly. So it was hurting the way I use my money somewhere, somehow. I've got some good news to share with you. Hey. So through this saving and everything, grocery budget challenges and everything, I managed to assist my husband paying for my school fees because I'm going to school, and I loved that one. So yeah, I'm so happy. Guys, you don't know the kind of happiness that I have right now. You don't know the kind of happiness. I'm going to create a budget that will really work for my family and for your family too. Hey, for 2025. So let's get started. So as for me, I'm a hustler. I don't have a white collar job or 9 to 5, as we say. So I bake cakes. You guys, you know, I teach how to bake cakes online, one-on-one. These are just birthday cakes, side hustle thing, and very affordable, very cheap. The other thing, I own a shop that I sell clothes. I make clothes. Yeah, and I also used to teach how to make clothes, but because of time, I stopped teaching how to make clothes, like stopped lessons for fashion, because I wanted to balance my work and home life. Then I also do YouTube. I also teach how to make drinks online, start that business. So those are my sources of income. So right now, let's count how much we have. So if you're able to identify your sources of income, that would be very, very good for you. So we have income 1, income 2, income 3. So let's work on that one to increase our sources of income. So with me here, we're going to count together. We have 1, 2, 3. Mind you, it's month end, that's November. 3. Okay, 20, 35. So that's 335, 35, 36, 37. So that's 337. Wow. That's a lot. For us, that's a lot. That's quite a life. Quite a life, guys, to live, to survive. So we have 337. So I don't pay taxes. So if you pay tax, the first thing to do is to pay tax. If your money, you know, some of the money, people take their money, withdraw their money. Yeah, that's the correct word from the bank. So their tax is there. So overall, we are going to calculate my tithe and offering. I think I need to recount. That's the problem that I always do. 1, 2, 3, 20, 30. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 38. 338. So yeah. So let's calculate. 338. Oh, that's 33. That's 33,8. Hey, mathematics. So we are going to take away 33 or $34,8. The benefit, I'm gonna give it to the Lord. So that's 20, 30, 30 to 3. So let me take the $5. I will get $1 from here. So this one is going for tithe and offering. So I'm only left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sometimes at first, guys, I used this to struggle, taking away tithe and offering. I was like, you know what, this money can pay for my DSTV, 20, 30, $5. I can pay a DSTV package and watch Why removing it used to be painful for me. I'm sharing my experience and everything. So it used to be very painful for me to take away tithe and offering, but as of now I really thank God. I look over it. It's necessary. It's a plate that brought me some money, so that's okay. So let's now get down to the paper and start writing things down. So step number 1, we said identify your sources of income. Step number 2, pay tax. Then step number 3, take away tithe and offering. People, we struggle with that one. Hey, tithe and offering after tax. We struggle on that one, guys. Comment, please. So step number 3, we are going to write down. After all the deductions, I'm left with $303. So yeah, this month I've worked very, very well on my hustles. So let's budget it together. Once you know what are your fixed expenses, you are good to go. Variable expenses, they depend with how much you have and do you need them. So fixed expenses are our needs here. So let's list them down according to their importance. So savings are very important for me. That's why I treat them as fixed expenses. Food, gas, maid, and policy. So let's look at policy. So let me highlight this thing on funeral policies. I want to ask you a question. Guys, are these funeral policies necessary? Are these funeral policies necessary? Guys, hey, you know the packages, if you've got a big family, it's always a problem when you've got a big family. Every month I try to budget for policy. I look at my husband budgeting policy. I'll be like, is there not a way of reducing that one? He pays for my parents too, and on their own they need $30. And I was so sick to my stomach. But why that amount? Is there any no other funeral policies that are cheap than the one that we are paying? We are using, what's that? Nyarazo. Yeah. And looking back at how long he's been doing that, he no longer wants to start something affordable and cheap, because guys, it's just death. Anyway. So here in the village, people, they pay $1 per month for a funeral society. People who buy coffin, people who cook, and their uniform. That's only. And I've been noticing they are doing very well. We also have fixed the expense of a maid or a helper. We cannot afford not to give our helpers some money, so she is a fixed expense. She should be number 1 priority. Now let's put some figures on our fixed expenses. We start with the helper. We got one from where my husband works, so it's a blessing. Then for policy, we pay for more, as I've already mentioned. So it's $90 to $100 around there. You guys, hey, I cannot say more. Then for transport, 20. Just look at my previous video that I've budgeted. I've mentioned that every month I always get a full tank from where my husband works. There are a lot of benefits over there. So $20 to $30 is enough to top up. That is if I want to travel going far away. Then food and gas. This month I'm planning $70 for food, $6 gas, because of visitors. Maybe I'll have visitors, so I need to be flexible. Then saving, it's a must, $50 or $100, or it can be less, depends on how the budget that month is going. Then utilities, that is electricity and water. Then rent, we don't pay for that one, we stay in a farm. So as for our variable expenses, things that we cannot, like we can just live without or we can reduce, there's DSTV. Entertainment, guys, it depends with even DSTV family, Open View, all is entertainment. Even buying disc, guys, we can go for that one. So we are paying DSTV Compact Plus. My husband loves football a lot, so yeah, let's look at fees. I always say when it comes to fees, what I do is every month I set aside even 10%, any amount that I have for school fees. So imagine after 3 to 4 months, I have something in my hand. So when it's time for me or my child to go to school, we have something to negotiate with the headmaster whilst holding something. It's not meant like, we have to pay all the fees at once. There's a certain percent that sometimes they want. So I always put my fees at a variable expense. It changes every month, depends with the amount of money that we have that month. So yeah, that's what we do. We don't have to wait for schools to open and then we struggle where we can find some fees. When the term starts, we always keep on budgeting every month, and then we can negotiate with the principals and everything, and we can go to school. That's what we do. That's life, guys. Another variable expense are my parents. So let's look at it. For parents, I always say that they don't need our whole salary. I have noticed that from my mother. She told me that, you know what I want? They need to be remembered. It's not that they need large sums. You know what? You can call them. I've sent Echo Cash. Please buy bread and relish murio for today. Go buy that one. Hey, they will mention you for years. Also, my in-laws, they also do that. They also do that. When I send money, be it $40, because what I do, even if I have 50, I can say $25 or $25 this side. Always balance things out, but they don't need much things. That one I've learned a lesson and I'm loving it. That's why I'm also spreading it, guys. So this is how I create a budget that really works for my family, and I'm so good because I know my needs and my wants, and I don't compare life. So with this $303, if you calculate, you see everything can fit in, and it depends with how you want to live your life. That's how you create a budget that really works for you, that does not stress you. That's how I do it, and my husband has been supporting me throughout this budgeting thing, and he loved it. He loved it. So number 4 that we do, our step number 4 is to create a financial goal. So this year 2024, guys, I really wanted to save almost or above 1,000. These dollars are 1,000 for emergency fund. Why? The purpose of emergency fund, I once explained it. I'm gonna link a video. When you get retrenched or anything, you can survive for more than 6 months with it, leading a normal life with your family. That's the use of emergency fund, and I couldn't achieve that one this year. I couldn't, guys. 1,000 is a lot. Because I started to go to school, I realized that 2024 is a year for me to upgrade myself. So I started to use some of the money to pay for my fees. So now that I can take some and save, and some to add on, make meet ends and pay for my fees, like what I was saying. Then my husband is also he's on that level of plastering, putting windows. He's on that level, already roofed. Our house is already roofed. Congratulations to ourselves. It's not easy. Yeah, so he's also doing that. So we'll sometimes balance things, negotiate, and try to balance. Hey. So yeah, that's everything. So setting a financial goal is something that you can do. You can set a financial goal for emergency fund, maybe to buy something big, be it land, house, car, whatsoever, everything, or just to buy a set of pot, or buy some shoes or a handbag, be it small. Setting financial goal, guys, is very, very good. Step number 5 for us is just to review, like what I've been doing here. So 2025 for me is gonna be a year that I'm gonna be happy, budgeting and saving. That's all I want to do this year. So it's good to adjust and to be content with how much you earn, and try to work around things and lead a normal life. We have everything that we need, but we cannot have everything that we want. If you're able to differentiate your want from your needs, that way we can go a long way being happy and being yourself. So you can see nowadays I'm just doing my head by I'm doing my own hairstyles using my natural hair. It has saved me a lot of money and time just to sit and save some money to do my hair. Yeah, that's what we are doing nowadays, guys. Saving is a major goal for me. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. You also need to identify major areas of improvement every month. just identify where you need to improve, be it tracking, be it budgeting, adjusting some of the things, necessary things, limit some of the things that are not necessary in the house, on the budget, grocery and everything. So I'm loving all these things. So yeah, you guys, next year 2025 we are going to be budgeting together a lot and save. So I'm planning next year we are going to do this together, guys, through thick and thin. We are going to do it with my money especially. So yeah, guys, it's a really roller coaster. It's not easy, but if you commit, everything will work well, and I've been loving it. Now we are going to, next time we are going to budget our December salary with bonus together. I cannot wait for that one. So I want you to comment, guys. I know we also have struggles and everything. I want you to comment how you've been doing this 2024 and 2025. Are you already aware of your financial goals? So anyway, guys, bye. We'll see you later when we are going to do our budgeting for grocery and everything, because I've got something interesting to show you. So yeah, guys, bye.